The first time I traveled to Mogadishu, I was with a group of 8 other journalists. We were under the protection of the African Union peacekeepers and stayed on their base and were convoyed around in armored personnel carriers to key positions in Mogadishu. The APCs raced to the city in order to avoid attack by Islamic insurgents bent on driving them out. Through the thick glass of the APC's window, I caught glimpses of a city which seemed lost in time to me. Delicate architectural details remain on buildings riddled with bullet holes. These buildings have been shot up so many times they seem like chimeras, held together by memories of a time when Italian supermodels cavorted on Mogadishu's beaches. As we raced by, I watched the city's inhabitants as they hurried along. This is a war zone. Once in a while, I'd make eye contact with someone. At the end of this press junket, I felt like I got a glimpse of the city behind bars. I was compelled to return and immediately set to finding a way back in. I found myself back in Mogadishu a few weeks later, this time a guest of Somalia's Transitional Federal Government, or TFG. For a week, I lived with one of its ministers and was privy to the daily dealings of the fledgling government. The TFG is situated in a fortress compound called Villa Somalia, a collection of buildings left over from Said Barre's failed regime. Amazon provides security, controlling the airport and the road leading to Villa Somalia. Inside, a group of Somali elite, mainly drawn from the diaspora, go through the motions of government procedure. They're effectively hamstrung. The only real area the TFG governs is a few square kilometers inside Mogadishu. Outside the compound, the city, and the rest of the country for that matter, is effectively held hostage by truly vicious Islamic insurgents, determined to impose a harsh interpretation of Sharia law. Public stonings and suicide bombings are the norm. The Somalis wait for a new government army to form and launch the long-awaited offensive that will hopefully run the terrorists out. The TFG is led by Sheikh Sharif Sheikh Ahmed, a soft-spoken, even shy Islamic scholar who bet the farm on forming this new government by accepting Western help. A former leader of the Islamic Court Union, he's been in office for just over a year, and the pressure's on for him to deliver long-awaited stability. I'm heading back to Mogadishu again. With the people of Somalia, there's an elegance that I still feel driven to capture. The threat of kidnapping or execution by the insurgents is real, and it makes the project that much more compelling. I have what many feel is an unrealistic optimism for the TFG's success. But to me, they seem the only real hope for a nation and city held hostage by war for 2 decades.